The tree has foliage all year round, and there are times, well, the leaves are constantly falling, and those float for a while, settle to the bottom, and as they decay, they release tannic acid into the water, and that's why it's the color that it is. And I say it's clean because it flushes at least 4 times a day, where every tidal change that we have, which could be as many as 4, it's not stagnant when I say it's clean. We're connected to the Gulf of Mexico. This little estuary. Estuary is a term to mean a mixing bowl. It's fresh water and salt water. This time of the year, this is what we consider the dry season, and the salt content of the estuary is greater now than it is in the rainy season, because the natural rain tends to dilute it more. I said that I consider it a strong tree, and if you look at the root system of the mangrove, it serves several purposes. One is it's a filtration plant for the water. It takes all the impurities out of the water that might be present, and it filters them out so that the water in the watershed, on the discharge side, it's always cleaner where there are mangroves growing than it is on the input side. The tree has these, this bush here on my left here right now is called a Brazilian pepper. It has a red berry on it. That's not native to the state of Florida. It's gotten out of hand. It's spread mostly by the birds. They eat the berries, and then the seeds are in their droppings, and that's how it spreads.
They grow very fast.
Beg pardon? Since we're susceptible to hurricanes here on the peninsula, when a hurricane is born, you know, they have what they call the eye, and depending upon the severity of it, Category 1 being less severe to up to 5, that wall of water can grow to as much as 40 or 50 feet high. And there's a lot of destructive force associated with that. Well, when it makes landfall, if you have a barrier island that's covered with mangroves and what have you, hold up, here's a, right here, little blue heron.
Blue heron?
Mm-hmm. Saying, whenever that eye makes landfall, if you have a barrier island that's covered with mangroves and such, you can imagine as that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It takes about 25 years for a mangrove to reach maturity. Now they keep growing, of course, but in about 25 years, that's about as big as they're going to get. They keep growing out into the water. In fact, Seminole Indians call them the walking trees because they seem to grow in, you know, deep roots going down, and they'll take root and they just keep growing into the water. Man the Eagle family. We do have some eagles around here.
Yeah, somebody must be running their regular boat, huh? Not likely.
Needless to say, the airport's right there. After the 1 or 12 o'clock sailing, we're going to put it down.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't come back afternoon then.
You are so lucky to live here.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to drive back and then colder and colder and colder and colder.
The school.
And have to change the snow tire.
Yeah, driving down is a lot more pleasant than driving back.
Yes, I know what you mean. Whenever I was working and we would only come down in February for a week or two, you know, and it always hated to go back. But my wife and I, we go down to the pier now and we'll say, how many days we got left?
Oh yeah, we too. We came here. We only can come here this time.
Yeah, it's a lovely place.
I like summer in New York.
Well, you know, the mountains are so beautiful.
Yes.
And we come from an area of Pennsylvania that was mountainous, and we do miss them. And but you get acclimated to the fact that you don't have them. But when we go back, and as you start to go up through the